Stars After Show here on the Stream.tv. I'm Ashley Mova, here with my fellow co-hosts, Meghan Lamontagne and Stephanie Gray, who are both losing their voice.
Hey guys, I'm not losing my voice. I just have a naturally raspy voice.
Her voice just sounds like that, you guys.
That was really cute.
That
I
was
like the
really
pink.
cute.
But Stephanie is losing her voice.
I actually have lost my voice, but I'm going to push it out for the show, and I think you guys can understand me.
It sounds really sexy.
It does. You have sexy voice.
You have sexy voice, but obviously we're missing one of the Cuatro amigos.
Yes.
Sinead, she's in the motherland in South Africa. Is that a terrible impression?
No, it's amazing.
Not that it's actually a terrible impression.
Yeah,
but
Sinead
she will be back next week. She looks like she's having a lot of fun on Instagram.
She's having so much fun. She's out there doing like a movie set visit,
which is
amazing.
Really exciting. But we are
so
here.
We're holding down the fort.
We're holding down the fort
for you guys. And I'm excited because last week's episode, not gonna lie, really lame. This week's episode was a step up, I will say.
Like not as lame.
Not as lame. It has its ups and its downs,
yes.
I guess. But so first off, I want to talk about this Addison chick because where did she, like,
why does she look familiar to us?
She does look familiar. I think you guys do some
detective
will know.
Work.
Yeah,
yes, you guys will know. We all recognize her face
from somewhere, like Disney or Nickelodeon.
She's got to be one of those Disney Nickelodeon girls.
Yeah.
But can I just say that her name, there's no mistakes in PLL.
No.
Addison, Allison, that is way too comfortable.
Her last name is D, right? So her initials are actually A.
D. And I mean, obviously I think her name is Addison, like you were saying, for a reason. However, could you have gone with like Addie? Like Addison, Allison? Like let's
they're doing it on
like
purpose.
Marlene, how much more intense do you want to make this for us?
Yeah, one of you was like actually like, are they saying Allison or Addison?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I was confused half of the episode too. And something else I thought that was really weird was that if you guys noticed, Allison always has this beautiful blue eyeliner in her water lash line, and she was wearing the same one.
Really?
Yeah.
Bet it means something.
I bet it.
And then are we supposed
psychotic for thinking
No. Everything means something. Are we supposed to think that she and Emily already had this sort of tumultuous relationship? Because they already seemed like they hated each other from the start of this episode. And I'm like, okay, so they already have a fight between them.
Yeah.
And now it's being topped off with this whole missing class thing.
Yeah.
I just feel like this Addison girl was just brought in like really abruptly and really quickly. Like there was no build up. I felt like basically a lot of the episodes surrounded this girl. However, I think if I remember from what I did, I believe I did a story at Clever where they're working on a spin-off, and I do think that this girl is a part of the spin-off.
A PLL spin-off?
I'm trying to remember the story I did.
Forget the movie. There's a new PLL coming your way.
I think that they are introducing this character, and I do remember Lucy Hale did an interview, and she said that they're introducing new characters that are going to introduce a spin-off series.
Wow.
Yeah, so I do think that this girl will be a part of the spin-off, which is why they're slowly warming us up to her. But she is literally Allison.
Yeah.
Like, she's Allie.
Yeah, sneaky and everything and all that stuff.
Being rebellious at school, sneaking off with her boyfriend.
I think the only reason I was a little bit prepared for her character was because in these last few weeks, you guys have been so on it, sending us so much stuff. And of course, we got a screenshot with her already. So that's the only reason I was so prepared for her. But other than that, I would have been like, who the hell is this chick? Because she looks, there's just, maybe because we know them as high school students this whole time, they're too close in age. Like, I was like, is that Emily's teacher? Like, or are you her friend? It was really confusing.
Yeah, I don't know. They did. They look like Emily, so they all look like they could still be students.
Yeah.
You know what I was surprised about, though? Considering Paige is mad at Emily right now because she's still being friends with Allie, I was actually really surprised that Paige didn't believe Addison, right? That's her name.
Yeah,
Addison.
Right.
And she was like, look, this Addison chick is gonna screw you, Emily, but I know you weren't like hitting on the girls. Do you know what I mean?
I want to know if this Addison girl knows about this, if she knows about the love triangle that we know about.
I think she knows everything.
You think?
Yeah. Because think about it, if her initials are AD, let's just presuppose that she's working with A, then I feel like it's collab and she must know everything.
Yeah.
That's
really
kind of my strange prediction.
And it would make sense because she took that picture of Allie and Emily and shows it to Paige. It's like, hi, genius, way to stir the pot.
Right.
But that was so shady that she was trying to like make Emily look like they were hitting on.
I know.
I'm like, bitch, settle down, okay?
I know.
Like, you're a student. Like, if any of y'all try to like do that at school, like to one of your teachers, and like just as a mischievous kind of thing. Like that's so low. Like how low can you go?
Yeah, but like I will say that was like one of the highlights of the
It was super scandalous.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. Like she just like is like, no one's messing with me. My name is Addie D.
Addie D.
Get it?
Get it, Addie.
Actually, don't get it. You're too dramatic. But like, what is her motive for all of this stuff?
I think we'll learn. I think
Working with A, I think. Yeah, honestly.
You think that she's working with A?
Yes, I just said that. I think she's working with A and she knows everything, and A is like trying to get her to worm around and like F Emily over, etc. Yeah.
Wow, new character working with A. Like, I don't know how I feel about
Her
that.
initials are AD. Maybe
I
she's
know.
AD's or A's daughter.
Minion? Protege?
I was just gonna say. I mean, she could be like a cousin. Who knows? Everyone in Rosewood's related.
Yeah.
Mr. Hastings slept with everybody, so everyone's
Maybe
connected.
he's Mr. Hastings' daughter. She's Mr. Hastings' daughter.
She could be. Who knows? Who knows?
And also Emily's freak out towards the end of the episode in the locker room.
With her?
With her.
Yeah.
That was an
so
approach.
awkward.
Like, if you caught, okay, that's Emily's bad in my opinion, because like in real life, if you caught a kid sneaking off with her boyfriend, and when she said she was sick, you wouldn't like go to the kid and be like, no, you turn it into authorities and like do it the right way, and like Emily, you're being shady too, so.
Yeah, no, definitely. But then like Paige, I think at the end of it, kind of took Emily's side because she shows up,
totally did.
gives the folder. She's like, listen, Addison, your dad is in the office. Like, go to the office. And then Emily looks at herself in the mirror like,
Paige is
what
like,
have I done?
You have no idea how many times Emily and I have eaten Chinese food on my front porch. So, bitch, you just leave us alone, okay?
I thought you were gonna say eating something else, but that was like, maybe that was my like adult mind. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Addison. I don't know how I feel about her yet. Obviously, I love that she's stirring the pot, but there's something sneaky there. Okay.
Yes.
Moving forward, Aria.
Can I just call myself out really fast?
Yeah, go.
I feel like my whole face is glistening.
Just go like this.
You are a little glistening.
You are. Do we have a tissue?
You guys, I can
take
see
your
my
shirt
lips.
and
I
go
would
like
like
this.
blot you because I love you that much, but like,
Why don't you do it?
I'm not going
She
to.
said
I don't want to
sick.
clog my
She's
pores.
I can't.
Take your vitamins.
Girl, just like
You look great. It's a natural
fine.
glow.
Just know, you guys, I really am sick, and I'm sorry, but I'm ill,
Are
and
you
that's
sweating
why I'm
because you're
glistening.
sick?
I'm
You look
sweating because I have
dewy.
like a small fever.
This is
You have
good
a
for
fever?
you. You sweat it out. You sweat it out. This is good for you.
Anyway,
It's natural.
just let it
I don't
out.
want to clog my pores with the makeup
Just
if I wipe it, so we're just
sweat,
gonna leave it
girl.
and we're gonna move
You're
on.
fine.
We're just gonna
Just-
sweat it out.
Just do
here on
you.
the show.
Just do you. You're beautiful.
It's funny. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but she
I mean,
was
it's
funny.
so sick.
You
I'm
look
like,
amazing,
all
though.
over.
Your eyes look so blue. Your eyes look so blue.
The important thing about eyes are blue, don't they?
Anyway, moving on. Anyways, oh my gosh, okay. Aria and Holden. I don't know what is going on between the two of them. You think that there's going to be like a romance sparking?
Yes,
or something?
100%.
Really?
I can't. You guys, I can't handle this. Like, we're literally on episode 9.
Yeah, you can't start.
Marlene.
Yeah. No, totally.
I keep blaming you, but I'm pissed at you. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, like, I don't want all this chaos happening with the relationship.
know.
There's already so much chaos happening with A and the freaking board game. I don't want my couples being touched. Like, I'm glad Nicole's not dead, but Holden can go.
Yeah.
He can make his mushrooms somewhere else.
Those look really good, though.
They
I'm not
looked
even gonna
really good.
lie.
I was
they
hungry
look
looking.
really good.
They're already setting it up because, you know, did you notice that line where Holden's, are you looking? Why are you laughing?
It caught me in a weird moment just there. Is that what you're laughing at? I was
Holden,
like,
you guys, now my
No,
mascara
what
is
are you
running.
laughing at? I'm
Oh,
laughing
no.
at Stephanie sweating.
Anyway, he said that line. He's like, we're not the same people in high school, are we? As in, like, he's not in high school, so he's hotter, and they shouldn't be friends.
He
They
definitely
should
looked
be
better
more
this
than just
episode, I will
friends.
say
he looks
that.
so cute. He looks great, but it's just like when she rested her head on his shoulder, I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah,
They're
you can't
totally
start
setting it
something
up.
They
new.
are setting it up.
And I'm really confused as to what his career is. Was he a wedding planner or are you a chef?
He was
what are you
made, I
doing?
think.
I think he's a chef, but he's planning on making the food for her wedding.
You know, yeah.
Oh,
he's like
so he's
whipping
not their
up
wedding
her-
planner?
No. Okay, so I don't know if you've been to a wedding before, but
I don't know.
at weddings you do have a meal generally.
I guess.
And I think maybe the wedding planner is sort of in charge of like setting up. I don't think the wedding
think
planner
wedding
physically
planners
cooks.
cook.
You're talking to the girl who knows weddings.
Wedding planners do not
than any of
cook
us.
food.
Right. No, that
okay?
is weird. Totally.
Ashley's been planning her wedding since I was a fetus. Okay. She like came out with a veil on.
My Persian parents were like whispering to my mom's stomach as I was in the womb. Anyways, okay, but yeah, I thought that whole thing was really weird. And then this reporter shows up. I don't think that the reporter has any significance of like who that specific reporter is, but he wrote this article about Nicole and Ezra, and like followed through with writing it after she was like, no, I'm his fiance, like they are not getting married.
Yeah,
so,
that was sketchy, and that guy, I don't like new characters anyways.
It's too late for new characters.
It's too late for new characters. I know maybe he just had like a minor spot, but like still.
Yeah.
Also, I might have been mopping my sweat during this moment, but you know how Aria went to sneakily get into the hospital to see Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
Did we see what she saw in there?
No, we didn't. But
because I think
why
what she's going to see, prediction alert, I think what she's going to see is Ezra like consoling and like making it, like I think she's going to go in and see them doing more than just being friends.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is juicy. But like, how sneaky? Oh wait, no, she's not going in. That's right, because Holden catches her, and he's like, Aria, you're not doing that. Remember? He caught her.
Yes.
Last second before she went in, and then they went to go eat, and she like, what?
Okay, so actually scratched everything I just said.
Exactly.
No, but like, what a good friend, though.
No, it's fine. Yeah, you were probably, don't worry, she's just having hallucinations, sweating.
It's sweaty, you know,
but
there's Holden, there's characters.
It's fine. But no, I do think that you could have a right prediction where that could eventually happen. Like, I mean, there's going to be a point where she is going to see Ezra and Nicole together, and it's just inevitable. It's just inevitable.
I'm kind of waiting for that moment that we see Nicole, because we haven't seen her, understandably so. Like, production probably doesn't want to pay her, but like, I'm interested to see what that like relationship's like.
If I could do if I could do a rewrite, I'd be like, get rid of Holden, he's cute and all, but bring back Jason.
Oh yeah,
yes.
we were so because we were all so into that.
I would love if Jason and her were getting like a little smoochy
And I feel like there has to be some significance there, because people were saying, oh, remember Holden? He was a wrestler. But remember when Aria dated that other guy who was like a jiu-jitsu fighter or something? Like, why not? He was
in the Step Up movie.
He was in the Step Up movie, and like the razor blades were in the punching bag or something. Yes. He was more recent. Like, why not bring him back? So there's got to be some specific.
Some time.
She's been around the block.
She's had a lot of dudes.
What was the guy that she almost, had to think, the writer? We know him.
Interviewed
That's
him.
why it's confusing me. Alberto.
Yeah.
But like, what's his character's name?
No, it was Roberto. Alberto is Shadowhunters.
You guys, the freeform shows are just like coming into one. But yeah, okay, so that whole thing was weird. Moving on, Spencer and Mrs. Hastings, that whole dynamic there was so much tension.
So much
Spencer,
tension.
chill out, dude.
I said it last time, but I'm still annoyed with Spencer being so annoyed.
Mad with her mom.
And Mrs. Hastings, like, this woman has taken care of you your whole life. I get that she didn't tell you that you were born in an insane asylum, but many moms probably would leave that out of their childhood.
And she's done such a great job parenting her. Like, hello, you have this blessed life. Your mom's like, what, like a congresswoman? And like, hi, beautiful house. Like, be appreciative. I'm getting really annoyed with her.
I'm not going to work for you anymore.
Yeah,
but I'm going to work elsewhere.
I do appreciate like the Spencer that we saw this episode, because I feel like guys, towards the end of this episode, we got the PLL that we've been craving. And I mean, I know we'll get into it, but I do love the sleuthy Spencer. The fact that she's trying to find Mary Drake. That fact that she met with his real name's Nick Gonzalez, but what's the detective? I forget his name. I'm blanking on it.
Detective.
But
the detective.
But the guy in the elevator with Steph, you remember that episode?
I sure do.
Remember. She's being the Spencer we know and love. So I mean, that part of Spencer I like, but I see what you're saying. It's just like give your mom a break.
Give your mom a break.
Veronica brought up a point that Melissa didn't know that Spencer was adopted. Do you guys believe that Melissa had no clue about all of this, or do you think that she's BSing? I think she's BSing. I think Melissa
knows so much stuff always.
And I think that will come to fruition when Ren is finally introduced.
When is he going to come back, dude?
He's going to come back. I don't know what episode, but he's going to come back.
Don't we know for sure?
Oh, absolutely. We got pictures on
Come on,
set.
you guys. We need more pictures. Okay. I know you guys are really good at that.
No, he has like a buzz cut. He's definitely coming. He looks hot, you guys.
I love his hair.
No, he looks hot. He looks so hot. But he is coming back. I just don't know what episode.
I've got to figure that out. Okay. We have to talk about Jenna. because
Jenna biatch.
is as psycho as ever. I mean, she's always been psycho, but when she came tapping that thing, I was like, hello, you were missing, and then now you're suddenly here and you're not talking about how you were missing.
Like, with her tabby tap tap squad.
And she's playing the victim as per usual.
As usual.
And this is the thing, for a second, because you know how Jenna sometimes goes in and out of being good?
Yes.
Like sometimes we'll be like, oh, she was actually good the whole time. So when she was telling the cops the whole story about how, no, Noel was gonna come after me, and that's why I had to pretend like I was working with him, and I was starting to actually think maybe Jenna's good again.
You were thinking that?
I was actually thinking that, but then we know for sure that she was lying because she basically confessed to Caleb that the only person who knows that she's not lying is dead, aka Noel, aka she's totally admitting that it's a
when
lie.
she was telling her story, it was like, that is total BS. Because Meg, you were like, oh my God, her acting is terrible, and I was thinking, Jenna, oh my God, what's her real name? You know who I'm talking about. Jenna is the actor that plays. I think that she's such an amazing actress. And it's gonna kill me.
It's because Tamara.
I think she's such an amazing actress. That I think was like acting, pretending to be acting. She was BSing. She was BSing the whole time.
So I'm not trying to open up another can of worms, but when Jenna walked in on Spencer and the detective, did you guys get any, I don't want to I don't know, this is probably not true, but literally Jenna's hair was dyed the same color as Spencer's, and she was wearing like a petticoat. Oh, she looked kind of like Spencer.
Oh my gosh, I love your theory of, I don't know where we're going with this theory, but I love it.
Are they related?
Twins? Are they the twins?
Are Jenna and Spencer sisters?
Oh!
I don't know, I just like.
That would be crazy.
I was just like, it just gave me a weird
Dude, because we just found out. Oh!
I would love that.
Because we just found out, you guys, of course, that Mary Drake is Spencer's mom. So if Mary Drake is also Jenna's mom,
that would mean she's like somehow related to Toby, though, too, in a really weird way. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, true.
Because Toby and her are halfsies.
Yes and no. Oh, you're right. That would make sense. That would make sense.
But
we need a family tree.
We do need a family tree.
But I thought it was very weird. They made her look like Spencer. They kind of dressed her very preppy and like something that Spencer would have worn. And I was like, it just gave me a weird feeling during that scene. I was like, there's something else that is not being said that we got to connect
Also,
here.
is there any more sexual chemistry anymore between...
I think Nick looks great.
Between
Johnny,
Spencer?
our homeboy, just came in, our booth thing, and said... Detective Marco.
Detective
Marco. Thank you.
Johnny coming in for the win. Thank you, boo.
But when you said sister, I noticed that in the preview for next week, spoiler alert if you think previews are spoilers, that Courtney, was that her name?
Yeah.
Lips?
Sydney.
Oh, yeah, Lip Girl, yeah.
She's back. And, like, we saw her come back for a second, I think, in a few episodes back. But, like, what's her significance in coming back again? Like, you look like Jenna.
Because Jenna's back.
Could they be sisters? Could
we were thinking before.
Sydney be Spencer's sister?
I know.
I would hate that.
I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that too.
I think what Marlene is doing, and we knew she was bringing back all these characters, so maybe she's bringing back kind of the insignificant characters first, and then
saving the big ones,
and then saving the big ones
for the end.
as we keep going.
Yeah.
Who was this crew that Jenna was rolling with?
I don't know.
What the hell is that? She was like, oh, those are my bandmates. Girl. All right.
Yeah, what was it? Is she a singer?
Or is it the Three Blind Mice?
I was just going to say that. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past Marlene to make that sort of reference, like the Three Blind Mice.
When was she? What's the next episode's name?
I bet it could be.
We're writing the story.
Wait,
was
Jenna ever a singer?
No, she plays violin.
Okay.
Remember? She plays violin.
Oh, no, I don't remember.
Is it flute or violin? It's one of those instruments.
Okay, so she has been in music.
Yeah,
so that makes sense when she's doing a concert.
But like, what are the odds that your band practice would be upstairs from the place that Hannah's getting her shoes fixed?
Yeah. Right.
That whole thing was weird.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that whole situation with Hanna.
With Hanna Mona?
Well, I guess we can talk about Hanna and Mona first.
Yeah,
let's talk about Hanna and Mona first. Like, how that dynamic. Like,
okay, I think Mona. Okay, so what we were getting.
Yes, I like your theory.
Yeah, I feel like what we were supposed to be getting from that scene when Mona's like, the specific line was, "Oh, forget about Caleb right now. Don't worry about Caleb."
Yeah.
She's starting to be a controlling, like obsessive boss, like Hannah's old boss, like bossing Hannah around. We have to do this, work, 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 work. Forget about Caleb. And I feel like she's gonna turn into the new, what was her name?
I know the designer.
Yes, the designer.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. And if you remember, like a few episodes back, I think in season 6, where there was kind of speculation that Mona and Caleb knew each other because they were pouring each other coffee, and they knew how to like, you know, Caleb put the sugar cubes. So maybe there's some like weird.
Wait, yeah, who was that with again?
That was with
Mona. It was Mona and Caleb, and they both were fixing each other's coffees.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
That goes with this like theory. I guess we can talk about it right now. Maybe we should just wait to talk about that because there's so many other things to talk about. But I want to talk about the dress for a second because we saw Jenna in that freaking dress.
Yeah. Right, that is so weird.
That is so really weird to me. Like, how'd you get a hold of that?
I mean, unless we just still can't trust Mona. Unless Mona is literally like, oh my God, how'd you get the dress? But then she
like did
gave it to her.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what her motivation would be, but I could see that happening. But yeah.
And I don't know, and forgive us, I don't think we missed it, but tweet us if you think, we still don't know what the significance of this dress is, unless did they say it?
No, it's the, what's the old boss's name? Whatever, it's old boss designer.
Not Clarice.
Let's just call it Clarice.
We'll call it Clarice. Clarice.
Let's see if
But
someone...
it was because Clarice adjusted Hannah's original version of that dress
Oh, okay.
and made
I
like
can't use
20
the belt.
changes, and then Caleb's like, how many changes of the designers did you follow?
I gotcha.
19.
Okay.
So it's like the designer's
Maybe because
dress.
I'm not a designer, but I'm like, honestly, what the F is the big deal?
Yeah.
Like, I don't really see the big deal.
That's what Caleb was saying. Is like, she screwed your life over so much, so use her design edition.
You designed the original dress, but what happened to Hannah inside of the shoe place?
Oh my gosh, that
dollhouse
was
status?
when
Real or not real?
I have no idea.
It's real, and I see what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I think it's real. I think what happened to her is real, but as it was happening, she was having dollhouse and barnyard flashbacks.
So A was there then. That means A was there.
And I think that maybe Jenna was sent there as a decoy to distract Caleb from going in with Hannah. That's
So
what
she's
I
working with A.
Love
Probably.
that.
She is. I keep
Love
forgetting.
that.
We know Jenna is working with A. We saw her reading the end of the game.
Right.
But when we saw her in the van, she was like, you're AD. So she doesn't know exactly who A is. So you could be working for someone and not know who they are.
Exactly. I think that's what's going
weird.
on. I think that's what's going on.
But I still can't tell if Hannah was having flashbacks or PTSD or if it was actually happening. But she got an A text afterwards, I think, right?
Who got that text? Was it Emily?
I know Emily did.
Emily got a text.
She got that.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know if she did.
text?
I can't remember. Did I write it down?
Screenshot it for us.
Screenshot it for us if she did. But before we go to commercial, I want to talk about how Emily got that like puzzle piece after she had her moment in the locking room with Addison. That puzzle piece. Spencer's so smart.
She's so smart.
Spencer's
I love Spencer.
so smart. So she puts it down into the thing, and she's like basically figures out that it's a map.
Right.
That's crazy. And what did Emily's AD text say? It was like, yeah, you let that rage go, Emily, because that's like how I did it.
It said something about being dark, and that's how you're gonna win the game.
So what she's saying, I think,
letting your dark side out. Like she was like, props to you for yelling at Addison. Like you're dark. Like this is how you win the game.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you
I thought that's what it said.
I think you're actually like probably
that's
right.
what I interpreted it as.
Oh,
I
she was, like,
interpreted
keep playing. Yeah.
I interpreted it I interpreted it as she should let herself be framed for hitting on little girls. Like, go to the dark side.
Oh, no, I thought that's because she had just, like, finished this argument with Addison. She was like, yeah, get mad at her. Like, ooh, be bad.
I think I misinterpreted.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I totally could be wrong. But.
Yes. Okay. A couple of things. Forever Johnny Boy did. It's all coming back to me. So there is another Sara Shepard series called The Perfectionists, and there are two characters that exist that are on IMDb that are.
Well, you know we're still here
in PLL that are going to be a part of this new show.
I
or
love
whatever.
that. Have we seen any promos for that?
No, I don't think so. I don't know if they're filming yet or whatever. And then also, what was I going to say about the game? We can talk about this too and get more into it after the commercial break. But honestly, you guys, I just had like this, not epiphany, but as we were watching the show, I'm like, A's on their side.
Really? Why do you think that?
That's what I said last
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not a good listener sometimes.
You better use that hand sanitizer after, girl.
I'm getting the plague.
Do not spread it.
Some hand sanitizer.
Why is rubbing it together? Now you're spreading it everywhere. I have hand sanitizer in my bag if anyone wants to get that. I love your fashion, touch anything. Are we gonna go to a break?
Let's go to a break. We'll talk about it after.
Okay, well, you guys, we're gonna talk about a theory that's been going around. I'll give you a clue. It's 4 letters, I, M, D, and B.
Yes!
Afterwards, but make sure you send in your questions, your comments, your theories using the hashtag PLLAS. We're gonna be right back after this break, so stay tuned.
Bye-bye.
Don't get your hand sanitizer.
I know. Hand sanitizer, somebody.
I'm spilling the tea. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot.
It's Hey Queen Hot Tea, the show where we sip steaming hot celebrity lives and throw Hollywood shade. I'm your host, Mr. Johnny McGovern, with my favorite hilarious people, Julie Goldman, Lady Red Couture, the beautiful Brandy Howard.
Oh God, it's so hot I don't want to touch it, but I just can't resist.
Real Housewives, real plastic surgery. Richard Simmons transition.
She looks like Kelly Osbourne.
Trixie Mattel.
Manila Luzon. Brandy Madden's boyfriend is
Callum Best. Obviously, he's good at what he does because he's fucked the best of the best.
Kylie, Chloe, and Kim have not gotten near a white dick since junior high.
Release the Kraken.
I cannot deal with that at all. I will go crazy. It's making me crazy right now. Now I'm insane.
Oh, but if you want the tea, honey, the total tea, girl. No O's, honey, the tea.
And we're back.
We are back. Hello. We are back with your questions, your comments, and your theories. Okay, but before we get into that, let's go back to that.
A is good.
Now that Megan still has germs on her hands.
Now they're all over my phone. It's fine, Steph. I mean, oh God.
So you guys, you think that A is on the girl's side?
I do. I mean, for this whole time, we've been thinking that obviously, clearly A is against the girls, but for some reason, other than what happened to Hanna tonight, which who knows if that was someone else, but I think this board game is someone who is trying to help them, who knows who A is, who's leading them to A.
Gosh.
Oh.
What do you think? What do you think?
I thought the
I see what
twist
you're saying.
at the end of the whole PLL season is A was actually good and looking out for the girls. And like my examples from the last episode that happened that A was being good was, first of all, A facilitated Spencer knowing more about Mary Drake with the letter.
Right.
And second, A facilitated Spencer and Toby you know, linking up at the hospital.
Yes.
So I started thinking A is actually good, and what a crazy ass twist that would be in the series. I don't know how it could work.
Yeah,
but
because
like,
my only thing against that would be like A's hurt the girls
all the terrible
physically.
stuff.
I'm gonna go to like a theory really quick because this has been a really popular theory. I'm not gonna like pull it up or anything, but it comes from Antonio DiBenedettis, and she says, I think Caleb is helping A or is AD. We've seen this a ton, especially because last week people were talking about how like Caleb can build things and he's like a techie and he knows how to, he would know how to make the board, which would make sense with your theory because Caleb is really good, we think. So that would make sense, right?
Of course. Lucas
if
could
it's not
be
Lucas,
Lucas could be the good.
Lucas,
I think there's two people still that we're trying to figure out. I think that there's an A and then there's another A, if you will, that's on their side.
Okay.
And that's the theory I'm going with.
And then one more thing. The IMDb thing with frickin' Paige, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
It's making me so angry.
So I'm sure you guys saw, but
because
just to
everyone
recap,
sent it to us. How could you not see it?
Yes, so it said next to Lindsay Shaw, the character who plays Paige, it said her name, Paige McCullers, and then it said also AD. It has since been removed, and a lot of...
it has?
Yes,
it has?
It's been removed, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna clarify though.
It deserved an F word. It did. It deserved one.
We're gonna clarify that just like Wikipedia, you can adjust IMDb. Also, like, can anyone adjust IMDb?
That's
like
what a lot of
on the
people
street
have been
is.
telling us. I don't know if you can do cast members. I know you can adjust IMDb pages if you have IMDb Pro, but it does have to go through kind of, I think, like a process of approval. I'm not 100% sure how it works with cast members and stuff, but that pisses me off so bad.
Yeah.
Way to freaking spoil it, guys.
No. There's no way.
There's no way.
No, there's no way. Because
no
imagine okay, it's now we know. I think it's not Paige, because if that really was the spoiler, do you know how many millions of dollars PLL in the series could be suing whoever changed that for?
Right.
Millions and millions. There's no way that the series would let that go.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all, but there is one thing that we also got sent to us it was a screenshot of Paige's hair.
Yes.
And you guys, I really don't want this to be true because I'm gonna be so embarrassed. I'm gonna walk between with my tail between my legs off the stage for the very last time because I want my mic drop moment. And if it's Paige, I'm gonna screw myself over. But we saw a picture of Paige's hair in that final still of Jenna from last week, and it looked like Paige's hair was A's hair. It literally looked like Paige's hair. So I really hope that it's not. And if you work on PLL and it is, you better be rewriting everything right now.
Rallying up, getting the set back together, and rewriting this whole dang thing.
I don't care how much it costs.
We're not convinced that it's Paige, and we don't want it to be Paige.
Everyone's hair looks like Paige. Ezra's hair looks like Paige.
No, it
They all have the same hair. It's very general color hair.
That's fucking hilarious. I mean, it's super funny.
That's funny.
That's super funny. Okay, let's get into your question.
Okay.
All right, this one comes from, I've never done this, you guys. Am I doing this right? I made them live.
I don't see nothing.
I made it live. Oh, there we go. Okay, Sheree Brown writes, do you think the Hastings bought the house Toby built? Remember, someone had bought it. Do you think it was them?
Can you read that one more time? I'm sorry.
Do you think that the Hastings bought the house that Toby built? Remember, he was building a house for...
Because they're moving.
Because they're moving.
What would be the significance? Just that that's weird?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm sure there would be like a significance that unfolded, but like it'd be so ironic. Maybe they wanted, because they did give Toby a job, I think, before working around the house. So I think maybe they want to do this to help Toby out. And
was he building that house for he and Yvonne?
Yeah, and Yvonne's in that like coma
She's
situation.
still in the coma. No one has mentioned Yvonne once in this episode.
No, we didn't see Toby this episode, did we?
Yeah, I missed Toby.
I missed Toby. He's probably like at the hospital chilling.
Toby too, yeah.
But yeah, that would be interesting nonetheless. Okay, next one comes from 628N. SZYD, and they write, I think that Hannah's ex-boss stole her design and is selling it, but AD bought the dress and gave it to Jenna to throw off Hannah. That is
a good theory.
amazing.
Smart.
That is so good. Do you guys buy it?
And that's why Hannah's old boss is MIA, not answering any calls, avoiding her at all costs.
Yes.
You know?
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
I think that there is also some significance too, because I'm always like, we're always reading undercover stuff. Like the fact that Hannah's was black and Jenna's was white.
I love that.
Maybe
I don't know what the
Jenna
significance
is innocent.
Good.
And on their side, do you think Hannah is like faking this stuff? I don't think so. I don't know, but like maybe I don't know.
How could Jenna be innocent when in
it's almost like the
7A finale she was holding a gun and like walking around and like ready to kill everyone?
You could always blame it on A though, that A is blackmailing all these people and making them do bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like you could always blame it on A.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I love that drama. I love that black-white dress situation.
I think that's significant.
Okay, that is a really great theory. Okay. JMO210 writes, I bet those people with Jenna aren't even blind. They are watching her for AD.
Wait, those people with Jenna aren't blind. They're watching her for
Jenna.
AD. Yeah.
Well, I think that everyone even thinks that Jenna's not blind.
Right.
You know,
she's not going to be blind.
You think that she can see?
I think she can see.
You think that surgery
There's
she
no
had?
way she can just hear Spencer breathe.
Yeah.
And know it's Spencer.
Well, no, because you do have those heightened senses once you lose one. I'm serious.
That's like a talent.
I'm serious. Once you lose one,
people can lip read who are blind. They like learn how to like. Could you imagine?
You mean who are deaf?
No. First Stephanie moment of 7B, ladies and gentlemen. People who are blind can totally lip read.
That is amazing. I love that. But yes, I could totally. I do. I know what you mean. But
you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
But I could see
so
that.
funny.
No pun intended. I could see that.
So
I could see them not being blind. I could see them not being blind.
Not being blind.
But at the same time, I feel like they'd be more musically gifted because their sight is off, so their ears are really on. All right, maybe I'm just. All right, next question. Perry_Lion writes, why does AD favor Emily the most and Hannah always end up in a fatal situation?
Because A is Allie, and Allie's always been in love with
girl,
Emily.
you tell them, girl.
Just the first thing that came into my mind, to be honest. It really is the first thing that popped in.
No, but like it would also go with the theory that Paige is AD too. I know we're not wanting to buy into it.
Oh, and that would, yeah.
Because
Paige
she
is A,
favors
and she
Emily.
loves Emily.
Forever Johnny Boy, he's not trying to throw shade, but he's all like, wouldn't make sense for the Hastings to buy Toby's house because they want to leave Rosewood.
True.
They do?
Touche.
Wait, I thought the house with he and Yvonne was like in the hills somewhere far away from Rosewood.
How romantic.
Wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Remember they were on the road trip to go far away?
Yeah, but
where
were they going
going
far away? I know that they were packing up and moving, but like you could pack up and move like 5 blocks down. You want to carry your stuff with you.
Oh, I thought they were on like a
I don't
legit
know.
road trip.
You totally could be right. Like they could be really far, but so I don't know. That's all the questions that I pulled. Do you guys want to do some shout outs? Also, obviously, Towns of Rosewood. So we want to throw that one out there.
Yes. A lot of people are saying that AD could be 2 people.
Yeah.
A, and then D.
I love that.
Did we ever figure out, do you remember the freaking park? And there was like 1 million people with masks?
Right.
I mean,
like there was a lot of freaking people helping
that was like
unaccounted
Mona's
for.
Army, or I think that was like the, I think
that was the OG?
That was like the OG people.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like there's so many things that will never get answered at this point. Like, I want to believe they're going to answer them. That we're already 2 episodes into the season, and I'm still lost. Like, I'm still like.
And you guys have to.
We haven't figured out anything new.
I can't believe that.
I'm a little
8
salty right now,
left.
guys. I'm a little salty.
Yeah, we should be salty, and I think we should give everybody a heads up, including myself. I'm telling myself this in order to explain 7 seasons with like over 10 episodes in each season and explain every single thing A did and how is literally impossible. So they're 100%, like you said, is gonna be unanswered questions. So cool.
No, definitely. I'll give them some get out of jail free cards, but like this better blow my mind the way they tie it together. Like I want my mind to be blown.
Same.
So,
Same.
Okay, back to the shout outs. Aria Fields, Joanne Kelly. You guys come on.
Oh, sorry. Shout out to Eli Board, and then also Alexis, the TV addict. She's been blowing us up tonight.
Becca Dawn.
At B Bullying, good luck on your German exam tomorrow.
Ooh.
Baby cakes.
Einstein.
Guten Morgen.
I have no idea what I'm saying.
Who else do we have?
Natalie.
And she's staying up late still anyway, just to watch PLLAS.
Oh, Eli Board, your
the
icon
best.
is Jigglypuff. That's my favorite Pokemon. Jigglypuff is so cute.
And he watches, I think, really late at night for where he is too, if I remember.
Adoring Clever. Did you guys say Adoring Clever?
No, but let's say it again.
Sheree.
Also, Gerald DeMonte says a point of view episode from AD would be the bomb, and I completely agree with you.
Oh my
Could you imagine if there was a whole
gosh.
episode of just like an out, like just like you could tell it was someone's eyes?
What was his name? Gerald?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Gerald, yeah.
Gerald? You need to write that because that
Hire
is so
him,
good.
Marlene. Hire Gerald.
him, okay?
Benzu. Audrey. Love you, Audrey.
Okay. Cameron Vivas, PLLAS fan page, Pretty Little Liars, Riverdale X-Liars.
At G_PLL1401, aka Gillian or Jillian.
Jordan.
At Crazy Mandy.
Porn.
Yes.
Okay.
At Kenny. Oh, Kenny Williams. Love you.
Kenny.
Yes. Duh.
Okay, are you guys all
Yeah,
good?
I think we're good. Okay,
I think we're
all right.
good. Well, that was a fun episode.
That was
but I
good.
hope that next week is just
Next
like...
week looks pretty juicy. There's a
Yeah,
lot of knives
it does.
and a lot of like.
And you know, it is PLL fashion to have that pattern of like 1 week calm, 1 week exciting.
Yes,
So far
true.
we've had like 2 semi-calmish, so like the next one better be like...
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
we
my
go like this.
SHIT
Right?
together.
Because I messed
We
up
do
last
this,
week.
yes. Last
Okay.
week, Meg
Sorry.
did the shh.
I just want to remember. I don't know. I was thrown off a little. I was thrown off.
You got this, girl. You got
Okay.
this.
All right.
Count us down.
And
In 3,
2, 1.
Oh no, the gym!